Welcome to Mama Cat's Home. Today I'm going to be sharing some things that I store my preps or just my food in general, because mine is a working pantry, and I think I'll do a video about that sometime too, about what a working pantry is or what it is to me. So I'll do that. And I'm wearing a sweater for Instant Crazy 1. I think that is her name. Let me make sure. Instant Crazy 1, yes, because she wanted to see me like a floating head. I don't know if it's gonna work, but anyway, yes, this is gonna be a serious video, but sometimes we need to be, entertained and fun, have fun with things. Okay, I have several things here in front of me which you can't see them. What in the world is that? Oh, it's over here. That means I'm backwards. This is my right hand, this is my left. But to you guys, I don't know. Anyway, these are some things that I store in, and I will share each one with you and tell you why I store things in them. But, we all find what works for us. There are some things that you want to try to keep out of your food. One would be bugs or any kind of insect bugs or insects, hello. Any kind of things that you don't want in there like that. You don't want dust getting in your food. You don't want liquids getting in your food unless it's supposed to be. And one of our problems is we have a cat who likes to have a feast on dry noodles, which I didn't bring one of my containers for that out. But she likes to eat dry noodles, so especially egg noodles. So we have to make sure we store things in a way that she cannot get into them, because she'll do it. She'll just tear open a bag of egg noodles and have a little feast. So these are things mostly that I keep beans and rice in, and I'm going to show you some that I have mushrooms in. But let me get started with this one first. Okay, this right here is chickpeas. Or garbanzo beans, whichever one you want to call them. And this is nothing more than just a Vlasic pickle. Let me see if it can show up on the... No, it will not show up. Anyway, it's a Vlasic pickle jar that you maybe can see it there. I don't know, right there. That I kept, and I even have the lid that is with it on there. I kept it because it was quite large, and actually it's pretty. I mean, if you look at the design, it's really pretty. But I kept it to keep my dry goods in that I'm using right now. Let me see, okay. And it seals pretty good. I mean, I've never had a problem with anything getting in it. I've never tried to wet it to see if liquid could get in it. I don't know. But in my pantry, there's never any problem with that as far as I know. Thought I heard something. Another thing is like these types of jars that have the flip top lids with these seals on them. You can buy these seals separately if these ever get dry, because they will dry rot. They will go bad after an amount of time. But these jars, I got most of them either from Hobby Lobby or from somewhere like a thrift store, Goodwill store, something like that. You just look for them, and they just have flip tops, and this seal keeps, that little gasket keeps everything in there really fresh and nice. So I use these types of jars. And then this is a jar. I got it from TJ Maxx. It says homemade on the front. What it has in it is, well, I do have one with rice. It's just wild rice. It's a mixed rice. But I have this jar. I got the jar from TJ Maxx, I think is where I got it. And the lid that was with it was a metal lid, and I was afraid it would rust, or it just didn't seem like it was that great. But I also found out that this jar is the same size as a wide mouth ball or canning jar. Oh, there we go. So I have these, and I have another brand too that is I got them from Amazon. They're different colors, but they're the same thing, except They do seem a little thinner, but these are leak proof and they seal on there. Now they're not, of course, something you would put something that you canned in that, but a dry good you could put that in. Okay, and here's another one, and I like this jar. I gotta get this up because it has a handy dandy handle. I got this one from Big Lots, and they actually still have these. And I also have some more jars that are similar to these that you can get them from Target and Walmart, and I'm sure there are other places too, but they're the same principle. They have this metal lid and they're glass, but they're not the same exact shape, and they don't have a handle. I think I'll take a picture or two and show you a few of those. And I'm not showing you my jars that I use for like my dry goods, like stevia, sugar, all-purpose flour, cornmeal mix, confectioner's sugar. I use those as well. They're big mason jars. They're like 1 gallon, I think. I'll show you those. I'll just take a picture of them and put it in here. But this has the handle, which is nice, but it's got, you know, good metal lid. You always want to check your lids, make sure they're on tight, that kind of thing. This is also something else. I just recently did this. I dehydrated these mushrooms, and this is something that's very hard to find, is the mason jars. I've already had some. I have quite a few that I've saved back that I just collect them, and now I'm glad I do because I can't find them anywhere, and I can't find these either. Now these, if you're using these to can, like if you're using a water bath can or you're using pressure canning, you're not able to reuse this little lid here multiple times. It has the little, see if I can get it. Oh, that smells like mushrooms, like dried mushrooms. The little orange looking, brownish orange looking part is a seal, and whenever you can something, it kind of melts to the jar, and it makes sure that it's suctioned on and it's tight. And then this little, I don't know if you can hear this, I think that's the mic that's working for this. Anyway, there's a little middle little thing like this. Okay, that little thing is to tell you, okay, it's sealed if that goes down. Which if you prep, you probably know a lot of those things. But I don't know, I just felt like telling you. This one is not sealed at all, but this one I actually vacuum sealed. Now, as you can see, it's not coming off. I can hold it by that lid, and it doesn't feel good to your little fingers because it's metal, but this one is vacuum sealed. If you're vacuum sealing, you can use this lid over and over because it doesn't actually melt, it just suctions to it, I guess is what you'd say. But as you can see, that little popper part, I don't know if you can, I guess you can see that moving. Yeah, you can see it moving there. This one doesn't move at all. So this one is vacuum sealed. Now, you wouldn't want to do that with anything but like a dry good, peas, rice, dehydrated foods, like sugar. You wouldn't do it with liquids. You wouldn't do it with raw meat or cooked meat or anything like that. You wouldn't do it with your tomatoes or anything like that. But you can do dry goods like that. Another thing that we store things in, this is pinto beans. I have a lot of these different sizes. We use them for our cereal, and we use them for beans and rice. I think that's all we have in them. Oh, no we don't. We have pancake mix and the what I call fake taters, but they're actually the dehydrated mashed potatoes that you can actually use in a lot of recipes. You can use those in like potato pancakes. You can make different types of breads. I have made call for those potato flakes, stuff like that. But I have a really bad habit of rolling my eyes in the back of my head when I'm thinking, and I'm so sorry for that. But I keep feeling myself do it. But anyway, these right here, I get them from Sam's or Costco. You can get them at Walmart, but they're cheaper if you get them from Sam's or Costco. This is a Rubbermaid brand, and it seals, and then it's got this part that seals, but you have to make sure that you get one that's good. Now, I have bought a couple, let me put that down, it's kind of heavy, a couple of these types of things from Goodwill that were Tupperware brands, and I do use those. They're very good. So this is like recycling some things, grabbing some cute things from, the reason why I bought these in the beginning was because they were cute, and I got them from Hobby Lobby years and years and years ago. And like I said, you can replace that little ring if it dry rots or anything. You can tell. But I also put pasta in these too. And like this one I got from TJ Maxx, and then put a lid on it that I trusted. Big Lots. Just look around, find glass things that you can use that seal well. Now, like I said, you're trying to keep out critters and dirt and dust, and you're trying to keep out water, wetness, or anything like that. Here's something that is fairly new to me. This is the smallest one I have. We actually just picked it up from Home Depot yesterday because I wanted a smaller one for my pantry, and then the bigger ones I'll use for other things. I will show you what I put in this later and why I have it, but this is what I really like. Now, the bigger ones that I have like 2 of these clamped things on the sides plus 1 on each end. But this is what is so good about this. These, you see the little blue thing is a, oh, come on, it's a gasket. And that gasket is supposed to keep out moisture, dirt, let's see, pests. So I'll try to get that to focus on that little doodad. Hopefully you can see that. That's what it's supposed to keep out. Let me see if I can get it straighter. There we go. Okay, so that's what it's supposed to keep out because it has this little gasket. Now, if it flooded, I'm pretty sure water would find its way in. One thing with these, we have one that we use for our pets, our dog food. We bought it from Sam's, and we kept it on the back porch. It is a super thick one and made out of, I don't remember what it was, but it's really super thick material. And it has a gamma lid, which is something else I was going to talk to you guys about. And I'll just put a picture in here of what a gamma lid looks like. You put those on 5-gallon buckets and things like that, 2-gallon buckets, 3-gallon I think has them too. But our dog food thing, it's made for dog food. It has a gamma lid that has 2 seals. One seal is whenever you put the ring onto the bucket, it keeps that and it stays on there all the time. And then the other part you screw on because it has threads in there for you to screw the top on, and it has another seal. Well, the one on our back porch, because we live in the middle of the city and there are ginormous rats around here, and possums and squirrels, and they're very hard to get rid of. We've never had any in our house. We've never even had a mouse in our house. I think that there are no mice because the rats eat them. I don't know. But anyway, on the corner of our dog food thing, the rats or something, we cannot figure out what it was. We know for a fact it was not our dogs. They ate a hole into it. Just a little bitty hole, just big enough to get the dog food pieces out of it. So what my husband is going to do is take that and put a metal like bottom on it and up around the sides of it, like up a certain amount, and then he's going to seal it with gasket sealer or something like that so that it'll be sealed so they can't eat through those little corners. And I don't understand how anything could have eaten through that unless they just, I don't know. I really don't know. But we do regret leaving it on the back porch. So that's something you have to think about. Where are you storing your food? Now, this dog food is food we feed them every day. Since this happened, we are not putting the dog food in there because, one, we don't want to feed all the critters that we don't even want in our house or around our house. But 2, because moisture can get to it because there's a hole, and ants got in there. That's how we found the hole, is ants got into it. There were just ants all in the dog food. It was so just disgusting. We had to get rid of all the dog food because you can't feed that to your babies anymore. But anyway, things like this, make sure you check them once in a while to make sure that nothing has got in there. But that's with plastic things. With glass things, you have to make sure there's no cracks, no breaks. Like, there's been times when, like, was pretty heavy and I wasn't used to it when I first got it. And I grabbed it up, and then I kind of, like, when I sat it down too hard, and I was like, oh, did I break it? I didn't, because I'm still using it. I would have been so upset. But you have to look. You check your gaskets. Check your metal tops. Like, this is, you know, from Pickles, which it does have, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got, like, it has some things like stains and stuff, which I'm using dry stuff, so it's not a big deal. And the food never actually touches the lid. But it's got a seal in there just like the mason jar seals, like these seals, or ball jars. It's got a little seal on the inside because it was canned, like that type of seal. But it's white, so you can't really see it. So, I'm going to have to cook with some mushrooms tonight. Another thing that I have in a jar like this, which is not vacuum sealed, is my cream of soup mix. It's, I could add some mushrooms with it and be cream of mushroom. Add some chicken with it, be cream of chicken. Stuff like that. So, look for things you wouldn't normally think about using. Another great thing you could do, if you eat pasta sauce, marinara sauce, things like that. Like this week, a local grocery store, which I don't know where all they're at, Winn-Dixie. There are also other brands or other names in other places. The same corporation owns them. Anyway, they have Classico spaghetti sauce on sale this week. So whenever you find Classico spaghetti sauce, not only do you get a wonderful sauce that really tastes good, but you also get a mason jar, which I have some of those. Let me go get one real quick and I'll be right back. Okay. While I was over there, I went ahead and grabbed some of the things that I said I was going to take a picture of, and I just won't take a picture of anything, except I'll just show you that gamma lid. That's got a little fuzzy-duzzy. No, it's dusty, because life gets dusty. Anyway, these are the Classico jars. I haven't gotten all the icky sticky off from where the label was on there, but if you look, let's see if I can get it to show you. Oh, that's not the right side anyway. See, it says Atlas and Mason on there. These are mason jars. They're regular mouth mason jars, and they're thick and they're sturdy, and you know they've been canned in before. Now here's the thing. People say you shouldn't reuse your canning jars. I don't get that. I mean, I know if it was a thin jar or something like that, but I don't understand. What would you throw it away for? What's the point in investing in all that glass if you're just going to trash it once you're done? Or if you're going to, I mean, recycling it, yeah, but there's not even anywhere around here that I can recycle it that I know of. Why would you want to trash it? Check it, make sure it's still good, which these I have to get all the label gunk off of. But, I don't see any problem with using them. But you use your own judgment. So I'm going to show you these other things that I do have that I use. Now, this right here is a mason jar. It's got a little dusty on it. Or actually, it's stevia dust. If you've ever used stevia, the stuff is kind of, let's just say you'll have a cloud of sweetness. But anyway, this is a mason jar, and this was whenever I first got my Cricut. I was playing, and I need it bigger. I like it to be bigger. But anyway, this is my daughter's stevia, and it's in a mason jar. I got this from TJ Maxx. $3, and it's a gallon. Now, it does not have that seal in it like others. It's just got the screw on top, but it's fine. It works good. This is an everyday use. Well, not every day. She doesn't use stevia every day because she doesn't need to use it to make her drink. We use it every day. And another tip, keep a little measuring scoop in your stuff that you use all the time. So that has that kind, and this is one, I got a set of these from, I'll just set that there, from Sam's, and it says Mason Crafts and More on them. But they're used, you can use them for whatever. But it's got a top that has a little thing there. I use it for my coffee. I use it, this is the Country Time lemonade. It has a seal right here, if you can see that. Yeah, I'm sure you can. But I use this because it seals really well, and this is an everyday use item. This is the Country Time lemonade or whatever. It's not everyday, but still. And then this, I got these years ago, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, I don't know. I got 3 of them. I wish I would have gotten 5 so I could have to match the other things, but I didn't know I was going to need them at the time, which now they have them back in stock sometimes, but they don't always. But these are, this is my, what is it, self-rising flour, and it is also a ball mason jar. If you can, yeah, you can see that, I think. But these are super duper hard to get open, so you know that. Whoops, got a little floury. But you know, it's got a really good gasket there, and it seals really well, and it's almost like a suction. And now I'm floury. So that's just some of the things that I can think of that I use. If there's anything you use and you want to share it with everybody down below, go ahead and put it down below. If there's anything I've forgotten, I'll put it in the description, because I'm sure there's more things. But I didn't tell you what I was doing with this. This right here, I got so excited. And it's actually a Sterilite brand. Let's see. Yeah. But I also have one that's called Easy Y, that brand. These are harder to find. They're super expensive on Amazon and on Walmart.com. Look for them at Home Depot. This is where we found ours. Anyways, they may have them other places too. Be great for camping and stuff. But what we do with this is like our macaroni and cheese that's in a box, our rice-a-roni, our little packets of muffins, or our little packets of like dry noodles, like pasta, the packets of things that are paper or plastic that something can get into, like some kind of animal or unwanted thing can get into, we put in there. In other words, if it's not in a jar or a can or some type of container like this, we put them in there, because that way nothing can invade our food stuff. And well, I mean, yeah, humans can. But that's it. And if the humans in my house, they have a right to get food if I say they can. But anyway, that is what we do with those, and I love them. And what this one for my pantry is to keep what I'm going to be using, like more I guess more often, or what I'm using right now, I guess. It's not going to be for my overstock, but that's what we use to keep things in. Maybe this gives you some ideas. I'm not sure. Hopefully it will help you out whenever it comes time for looking for things. Look in places that you don't really think about looking. Look at garage sales. Ooh, what was that? Look at estate sales. There's a bug. Look at garage sales, estate sales, Goodwill, thrift stores, flea markets. Look in stores you wouldn't think about normally, like Tractor Supply. They sell canning stuff. At Walmart's, where there was something, there is a bug in here that's really annoying me. The door was open today. Bug, go away. Just look in places you wouldn't think. Look at the products that you are already buying and see if you can have a 2-for-1 with that. Think about those types of things. And grab those up. And yes, it does have a date on here, but I think that you can get like comment or something, or maybe, I mean, it really doesn't bother me. I don't care if that date is imprinted there, because I know what I'm putting here is not the same. But you know, look in places you wouldn't normally look, where that these things wouldn't normally be, and think out of the box. Think about, I mean, think about like I mean, who would have ever thought Home Depot had storage that would work for your food? I have bought mason jars from there that I used for my bathroom stuff, and like cotton balls and all that. Little bitty ones, like short ones that are like that size. Anyway, I still use those to this day. I've had them for like 7 years. Oh, I could talk about this stuff all the time, all day long, but right now I need to go because I've kept you guys for a little bit too long. Probably today, I mean, I don't even know how long I've been recording. 27 minutes, but part of it was going and getting things, and that'll be cut out. But yeah, anyways, that is all I have for today. Think out of the box. If you do have any ideas of your own, put them in the description below. Also, I will put anything that I have forgotten into the description box. I told you to put it in the description, but you can't do that. Put it in the comments below. And also, I will take a picture of a gamma lid, and I will show you that, or I will show you the 5-gallon bucket or something. I will have a picture right now to show you what it looks like if you don't know what a gamma lid is. I will also probably try to link some, if I can, in the description box. Think outside of the box. Think things you wouldn't think about. Now, I would not go get candles and burn them and then use them for my food. I don't care. Maybe you could sanitize the stuff. I don't know, but I don't know. That's a little iffy there. But make sure you're doing what you can with what you have. Don't go into debt. Don't do anything that's going to make you have stress. Don't go into your stuff and then don't make it to where it's a hassle for you. Don't make it to where you're not able to live. I'm going to show you sometime where we are storing some things that is not normal. Even food things that some people don't think about. But I've got to get that all figured out, a way to film it, because it's dark and I do have lights, but that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching. If you like my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. Share this video with your friends if you think that would be interesting. Hit the like button if you like it. Also, remember, don't take any wooden nickels. Be sweet.